Hello to you all, and welcome to our Darlington podcast, a monthly podcast where you can grab a coffee and join us to discuss what we love about our town, Darlington. We aim to highlight hidden gems within the area, whether they are businesses, walks, landmarks, things to do with the kids, or visitor attractions. My name is Henry Carver, and I'm joined here once again for our fourth podcast with our co-host, my co-host and brother, Jim.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're here again. How are you doing?
All good, thank you very much. Absolutely, a hectic morning. Valentine's Day today.
Yeah.
No cards or flowers on my doorstep, but my eldest son got a card yesterday, which was very exciting, with a homemade chocolate in. I'm dropping my 3-year-old daughter off at preschool. She got a card and chocolates as well. So our youngest hasn't had any yet. What about you? Have you had lots of flowers on your doorstep?
Oh yeah, far too many. I couldn't get in through the door actually this morning after I came back
from all of your Insta followers.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. So let's get into it. How's the last few weeks been for you? Done much?
Yeah, been busy. Last weekend there was the Chinese New Year celebrations in town.
Yeah.
You were working, weren't you? So you didn't get out and about, but I managed to go to a Chinese dance class.
Amazing.
Which was not meant for adults. It was from, I think, like 5 to 10-year-olds. However, my daughter was being a little bit shy. She's not normally shy at all. So out of a room full of parents sitting, watching, drinking coffee, I was the only parent dancing with umbrellas and fans, and I absolutely loved it. It
Brilliant.
was so much fun. So yeah, Chinese dance classes I would recommend.
And no one got any pictures of you doing that, because that would have been brilliant.
Well, Alex, the town centre manager, did poke a nose in and have a good giggle at my expense. There was photographers around, but I haven't seen any shots of me
I will be messaging Alex ASAP to see if we can get some evidence.
Yeah, I'm not a natural dancer, so I'm hoping there is no evidence.
Brilliant.
What else have we done? Went to Valentine's Hotel for my wife's work sort of do, which was really nice. We
Lovely.
had a private room in the library, not the library, the study.
Yeah.
Which was really good. Nice food, a few glasses of wine. So that was good fun. And that's sort of it in town over the last week. What about yourself?
Yeah, well, I've been a bit poorly, so yes, world's smallest violin is being played, as you can probably tell by my voice.
Yeah, you sound a little bit croaky.
Yeah, a little bit nasally, but hey ho, let's.
Well, I tell you what else has just come out. Darlington 10K entries have opened.
Yay!
So if you don't know, I really like running, everybody. So I've managed to get a place in the Darlington 10K. So entries are still open. So if anyone fancies a challenge for later in the year, get it in the diary.
Yeah. What time are you going for?
I don't know. Probably under 40 minutes would be good.
Amazing.
So
I'll try and do it under an hour.
Yeah, you going to enter?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, add in a few burpees on the way and a few squats. Then maybe.
Oh,
I don't enjoy running. I'm not built for it, but maybe give it a go. But yeah, really good event though, isn't it?
The Chinese New Year?
No, 10K.
Oh, right. Just imagining dragons. The 10K is brilliant. I've only done it once before.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a loop. Where does it start? It starts
on
Houndgate, and then you go along.
Let's do it in terms of pubs. Goes past one bar, past 22s and Dr. Inks.
Then Stanhope Road.
Yeah.
Then Woodland Road.
Yeah. Past the Shell Garage.
And Carmel Road, then down Conscott Road. And there's actually a good hill from the roundabout going up.
It's surprisingly
Carmel
hilly,
Road.
isn't it?
It is. And you do that loop twice and then finish in the...
Yeah, you finish on High Road.
On High Road, which is really good.
Absolutely. So, you come along Skinnergate, back round and... see, there's proof I have done the 10K before.
Honestly, the support as well, when I did it probably about 4 years ago, was incredible. There's loads of people out watching.
Yeah.
So.
The market square is completely full.
Yeah.
There's various different suppliers there as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so get signed up. Get signed up.
Fair enough, right. Okay, here's my pledge. I'll get signed up.
Anything else happening in Darlington coming up?
Well, there is. We're going to touch on that in a minute. What I want to do first is touch on the quiz question we did last month. Hopefully everyone got it right. That was regarding the average selling price for properties in Darlington last year. I put the answer on the last podcast, so I'm not going to go into that now. But the new question, here we go. Excluding new builds in the Darlington postcodes, which are DL1, 2 and 3, how many properties have hit the market in 2024 this year so far? I told you the answer earlier. You're not allowed to answer it. Okay, is it A, 228, B, 298, or C, 317? So there you go. There's your question for this week. The answer, I'll have to remember to reveal it at the very end of the podcast. So if I don't, can you remind me, please? Thank you. Marvellous. You're writing it down.
I am.
So what's happening in Darlington over the course of the next, week or so? Restaurant Week. I'm very much looking forward to this. I enjoy it every time it's on. It's on twice a year. Yes, I've got a little bit of a spiel to say now about it.
Excellent.
All obviously off the top of my head. Darlington Restaurant Week, set to grace the town from Monday the 19th to Sunday the 25th of February. This biannual event promises a delectable exploration of Darlington's diverse food scene, inviting you to savour a medley of flavours that will tantalise your taste buds. The participating venues, which include...
This is my part. House of Flavour, Uno Memento, Tomahawk Steakhouse, Baydale Beck, Angel's Cut, Thai Terminal 1, Oven, Bambuda, The 3 Tons at Sadburge, Hideaway, Maxine's at Bannantine Hotel, Sortie, #Posh Street Food, Alforno, Saltfish, Holgarth Hotel, Vesuvio, Pico, Dinsdale Golf Club, Sol Tapas, Akbar the Great, Trey Amici, the Pennyweight, and the Mowden, all offering enticing menus at discounted prices.
Just off the top of your head. Amazing. Nailed it. So from the street food haven of House of Flavour to the classic Italian charm of Uno Memento and the sizzling steaks at Tomahawk Steakhouse, there's a delightful array of options to choose from. Immerse yourself in the culinary wonders of Darlington, where traditional pub fare, exquisite charcuterie boards, authentic Thai delicacies, and mouth-watering stone-baked pizzas await. Darlington Restaurant Week is not just an event, it's a celebration of community, culture, and the joy that comes from sharing a meal with loved ones. So mark your calendars, book your tables via their websites or social media, and get ready to experience a week filled with delectable delights and memorable moments.
And you did all of that just off the top of your head.
Completely.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's some brilliant places involved in that, isn't there?
Absolutely right. I've already said to my boys that I'm taking them out next week because, the
eldest... What, you're leaving Ashley at home?
No, she can come as well, obviously. But no, they're both due to go up in their swimming lessons, so it's a bit of a treat. We're taking them out. So.
And it's lunch times as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Absolutely. So all the offers that, excuse me, all the offers are on the websites.
Excellent. There's quite a few of those places that I know pretty well, but there's a couple on there that I've been wanting to try for a long time.
Absolutely.
So I think, next week is going to be, Pig Out week probably.
Pig Out.
Pig Out, absolutely.
Let's do it. Introducing our delightful guest for today's episode, Veronika, the passionate mind behind the Pasta Shop Darlington. Many of you may already be familiar with her from the cosy confines of her shop, where she not only crafts fresh pasta, but also extends an open invitation for curious minds to delve into the art of pasta making at the happy place next door. Veronika's journey from pursuing pasta as a hobby to transforming it into her profession is a tale of dedication and love for the culinary arts. Since opening her shop in September 2018, she has been weaving together the flavours of Italy right here in the heart of Darlington, with a belief that good food profoundly influences our well-being. Veronika not only cooks, but also shares her expertise through engaging and fun pasta-making classes. Join us as we unravel the story behind the Pasta Shop Darlington, where authentic Italian flavours meet Veronika's infectious enthusiasm for food and connections. Boom.
Wow, that was pretty good.
All off the top of my head.
Amazing. Where's that from? Did you write that intro this morning?
Absolutely, yeah. Just on my dog walk this morning, just came up with it in 2 minutes.
That's pretty impressive, Veronika.
Yeah.
So how many mistakes can you spot in that?
No, I think everything's fine. Actually, I'm quite impressed, as I said, yes.
Very good, very good. So, who are you, where are you from, and what are you doing here?
Do you know, it's a funny question, because when people ask me where you're from, and I usually say, I'm from Darlington, and they look at me like, I know what you mean. My accent, yes. But it's like, I've been living here for 13 years, and when people ask me where you're from, I naturally say Darlington. Originally, I'm Bulgarian, but people think I'm Italian.
Yeah.
that's how the idea about the pasta shop came. Because I'm a journalist, so I wrote an article about British food. And do you know which one is the most popular food in UK?
I would have guessed curry.
Exactly, this.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
good
it's
guess.
curry,
Sort of
yeah.
like a chicken tikka masala or something.
Which is not Indian meal, it's British meal. Same with spaghetti bolognese. Anyway, that was number one. Number two is pasta.
Fabulous.
And I was thinking, how come there is no pasta shop in the area? And I love traveling, so I went to Italy and I went to a place where I was like, oh my God, that's so good. It's simple and it tastes amazing. If I can do something like that, that would be great. And pasta was my hobby. And I worked from home for 7 years as a journalist. And at some point, I'm a workaholic. I needed to get outside the house and applied for a job to make pizza. But nobody responded with my CV. So I decided to create the job.
Yep.
And that's how I did the research. I went to Italy where I bought the equipment. They taught me how to make pasta by hands with machine. And since then, I've been going to Italy every year for training.
Wow.
So I want to know more about pasta. I'm not a chef.
No.
But I'm a pasta enthusiast and lover.
Yeah.
So I go to different places in Italy and I learn more and more about pasta. So I definitely know more about pasta than like 97% of Italian people.
Amazing.
That's pretty impressive. Whereabouts in Italy do you normally go to? Do you?
So the places where I went first time to train myself is in Liguria. Everyone knows Portofino. It's beautiful. And the pasta is amazing there. They have pesto genovese, the green pesto, which tastes amazing, but not the one in the jar. So they have sea and mountain, and it's beautiful, beautiful place. But last place that I went for a training was Bologna.
Right. Wow.
Where we made like pasta by hands with rolling pins, like the old grannies, for a week. That's a terrible experience. I mean, it's nice to make one portion for fun, but like, can you imagine to do this like 9 hours a day?
Yeah.
It's hard work. So that's what I did like 5 days. So every single day we had to eat ragu alla bolognese. But it's fun. It's great. You learn a lot. You meet people. You have stories. You actually get inspired, and you bring this to Darlington.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And you've been received very well.
Yeah.
And the shop's been received very well.
Yeah, do you know, when I mentioned first time my idea to my friends and family, they said, are you serious? I said, what's wrong with that idea? It's Darlington. I said, yeah, it's not York, it's not Durham, it's not Newcastle, it's Darlington, and you're talking about fresh pasta.
Yeah.
Majority of people don't know the difference between fresh pasta and normal one.
Yeah.
So it was challenging, but 5 years later, there are more and more pasta shops opening, which means that was a good idea.
Yeah.
But we are not just pasta shop.
Yeah.
We just try to promote a little bit like healthier lifestyle, care, self-care. We try to motivate people to support local business, to help each other. So we have prepaid meals, for example, that people can come and grab a meal.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a paid meal, we actually always give people free meal.
Oh, wow.
So we cater for old people, like small portions, cheaper portions. We explain what to eat in order to feel better.
Yeah.
Basically, we educate people, and we have this base of customers coming all the time.
Yeah.
We have the same people more or less coming every month, every week.
Yeah.
We know their name, we know their kid's name, their dog's name. When they went on holiday, they know the same about me as well. As you can see,
You've got,
I'm pretty
you've
chatty.
got a very loyal following.
Yeah,
and
it's like
customer
more
base.
community, you know. It's not like business. It's business, but we're open only now. We're open only 4 days a week.
Yeah.
We want to do one thing properly.
Yeah.
So it might sound crazy, but it's not always about money.
Yeah.
It's about people being happy. So when you come, I want you to be happy when you leave my shop. Same with next door, we do classes, and it's amazing. The energy there is like, people come, they're hungry to know more about food, more about pasta.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes we actually might stay 4 hours,
Yeah.
because it's nice to stay and chat and talk.
Yeah.
And you feel happy, you know.
Is there any wine involved in the pasta making courses?
If you want to bring yours, yes, otherwise we're not allowed. Yeah, that's why I'm joking. You
Some
need
good
3
Italian
ingredients.
wine.
Yes, yeah.
If you want to. You touched on before about sort of it was originally a hobby for you.
Yes.
How did you go? You said you sort of decided, you spoke to some friends. They were maybe slightly skeptical. Is that fair?
Very much.
But
Everyone was skeptical.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you had in your mind, you had this vision of creating this sort of pasta community and happy, well-being.
To be honest,
community.
that's exactly what I wanted. Pasta community, yes.
which is quite amazing to build a community around.
Yes, it's
Especially
true.
which
We have
is-
completely different people coming to the shop, you know. And some of them like are students, some of them are like people from the hospital. We have builders. We have completely different people.
Yeah.
And now they know more about their food. So sometimes one of my first customers, he came and said, "Can I have pasta with mayo and tuna?" That was 5 years ago. I said, "No, we don't serve that.
Get out my
just
shop."
no, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say, if you want that, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Go to the shop. You're going to have this thing cheaper than here. We don't serve mayo because do you know what mayo is made of? It's eggs and oil. That's what you eat.
Yeah.
So this guy was happy to replace mayo and tuna with, for example, our creamy sauce, which is a little bit, we try to make it healthier using fresh bechamel. So reduce the calories and actually tastier. So since then, he's been having chicken bacon creamy sauce, which is, I call it the Darlington carbonara. And he's been coming since then, 5 years, never ask about mayo again.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
It's converted.
It's like you can have this everywhere else. It's like have it at home, don't mind, but it's like try ours. And he
Yeah.
loved it. And at some point he was coming every day. I said, you need to stop coming, Ryan, because it's like you can eat that meal every day, 5 days a week.
Hey.
It's like not good.
Yeah. So just going back to sort of the concept, how did you go about trying to find a premises? Did you look at various shops before you chose one?
Actually, yes, I did. Yes, yeah. Initially, I was checking premises on Duke Street
Yep.
and this area, and then Woodland Road. I saw it. I was like, "What a beautiful building!" But like the location, and everyone said, "Oh, the location is terrible." Yes, but the building is fantastic, and new business. You don't know what's going to happen. I had no experience in restaurants. I've never worked in restaurants. I'm not a chef, so. I met the landlord, very nice people, and said, actually, let's go for it. So lots of painting, decorating.
Because it's a slightly funny location where you are.
It is funny, yes.
It's sort of just slightly out of
But-
town on Woodland Road.
Yes.
It's maybe probably a 5-minute walk or so
Yes.
from the middle of town. So not a huge amount of footfall, but natural football. But saying that, every time I drive past, there's queues out the door, Veronika. It's amazing. So if you build it, they will come. You've put Woodland Road.
Do you know,
On the map.
writing about different subjects as a journalist taught me that when you have a good product, the location is not important.
Yeah.
So when you work hard, when you give people what they want, they will come to you, they'll find you. It's like lots of places like that. So if you don't have a good product, yeah, probably the location is very important, you know.
Yeah.
But we are in small town, we are not in London. So London, big cities, you have people coming, different people coming every day. That's why I wanted to build this community. So, and people come. Yes. So it's good.
Absolutely, it's very good. And we talked sort of off air briefly around sort of social media and the Darlington business community. You're very active on social media. How are you going about helping other businesses in town, and how do you think other businesses and the general public can help support businesses like yours as well?
Do you know, it's very easy. You just need to like or love something, because social media likes posts that attract people attention. So if you like something, business or place or wherever, the only thing you need to do, just engage, just like, love, comment, even with emoji. That's what I do. I always, every day, I open my social media and I always try to support all local businesses that I like, just with like, heart, just emoji, like whatever. Even if I'm busy, I don't have time. It's like important and it's small thing, doesn't cost anything. The other thing that I do, I try to shop locally. That's what I spent actually my money on, like local little businesses, like boutiques, like the bakeries. We have fantastic bakeries. Even if you go to Durham, they don't have even one bakery, and we have 2 bakeries. Amazing.
Yeah. Where's your go-to bakery?
I have my weekly habit. Saturday morning, I go to the 2 bakeries, both of them, and I last time I queued for bread.
Yeah.
2 of them. So number 8 and Bakerman.
Yeah.
I buy different stuffs for both of them because they're very different. They're bakeries, but they're not in competition. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because people support these small businesses. It's more expensive if you buy your bread from them, but it's healthier. You know what's in your product, and you support the local business. You don't support like big company that you don't know what's happening with the money. You support someone's life, and they work very hard. Baking is terrible. I mean, you need to start very early in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That's why I go and I buy my sourdough from there.
Can you tell us a bit about your 7 years as being a journalist? Because I'm quite intrigued.
Not 7, actually. I worked from home for 7 years, but I studied journalism in Sofia University, and then I went as apprenticeship in the biggest weekly newspaper in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Back in the day, journalism was a huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine BBC, something like that? So I used to travel a lot. I used to work lots of articles about corruption, about undercover, about like interesting people. And my job was like to find stories, just to talk to people.
Yeah.
So I had to talk to lots of people, which helps me massively in my job with my accent here.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, yeah.
So you were a spy?
A bit of yes, yeah. So I told you earlier that I work in a factory for a week as a tailor. I worked in a school for a week. I went because I studied psychology, and it was for kids with problems. Okay. And there was an accident, and journalists weren't allowed. So actually went there for 1 week just to do some kind of study, and that's how I was able to describe the situation in this school. And I did lots of these undercover stuffs, which was quite interesting and funny and exciting.
Scary?
Yes, some of them, yes, because once I nearly got arrested.
Really?
Yeah, we went to write about some kind of corruption scheme, and they rang the police, and the police came and said, these people actually disturbing us. No, it's my job. I want to interview you and to ask you, why did you steal this money? So it's situations like that, yeah.
Wow.
It was quite good, yeah.
Yeah, it certainly prepared you for being a business owner in Darlington, no doubt.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really self-conscious all of a sudden, sat next to a trained journalist for 15 years. And
That's really
our
nice.
questioning technique may need some tips after this.
Absolutely.
Potentially.
Absolutely. You mentioned the prepaid meals.
Yes.
Can you explain what that means in reality? As in, I kind of have an idea what it could mean,
Yes, I
but
will.
what does it mean?
So a few years ago, there was a campaign about kids not getting free meals from school. And one of our customers offered to pay for kids' schools. He said, I want to leave like £50, I don't remember how much, for free meals. And lots of people starting mentioning, can I have free meal? So it's just for kids. And we decided to actually keep this and just to leave this board and just have a note so someone can come and pay. We do it ourselves as well. If you come and you say, guys, I lost my job and I cannot pay for my meal, we're always happy to give you free meal. You don't need to explain because the business will be still there. We're happy to do that. Sometimes we take food to like families with kids. Something small. So having 4 kids, 5 kids, for example, it's like hard work. And someone bringing you a meal once a month even, it's huge help.
Massively.
I have 2 kids, but if someone come and bring me some food, I'll be like, oh, thank you very much. So I don't need to cook tonight to wash up and things like that. So we decided to keep that idea, and people come, and when they see that they like it, then they leave like a note with a positive message. Sometimes we ask the chef to do that, to write a message. And we have like someone that comes every week. Some people just come now and again, like 2 days ago, there was a lady that came and she said, can I use this one? Yeah, of course. She started explaining. I said, you don't need to explain, just enjoy your pasta. That's it. So it's getting difficult now. Lots of people get less hours. And so it's, as long as we can make people happy.
Absolutely. You're an angel.
Not me, it's like our customers. That's why I told you about the community.
Yeah.
Like people come and like sometimes, for example, we have people from the hospital and you just give something sweet and hook them and they feel better, because it doesn't cost you anything to smile to someone. That's the other thing. Service is very important. So I'm the business owner, but I'm there every single day. It's like non-stop. Yeah. And I want to serve people the way I would like to be served. Yeah. Just when you walk in, just to ask you, when I'm not too busy and burning myself, how are you? How was your day?
Yeah.
That's how I know about people. But it's just nice to smile to someone, to make them feeling better. It doesn't cost you anything.
Absolutely.
I think your attitude's infectious. I'm feeling more upbeat at
Absolutely.
having a 10-minute conversation with you so far. So
I hope so.
It's good. So obviously, as the business owner, you want to portray how you want your colleagues to be?
Yes.
Tell us about your team. Who else is working alongside you? And
Of course, yeah, it's a very small team. So we have our chef that just been around Asia for 6-7 weeks.
yeah,
And everyone's like, seriously? So yeah, if people are happy, they will be happy at work. And because we're a small team, you want to work with happy people.
yeah,
And one of my best friends, she works with me as well. She's like super reliable. We have another guy that works with us, makes our pizza. And it's our chef. She was from Argentina, but she used to live in Tenerife. She left in September. That's why we decided to just close Monday.
yeah.
And to do our preps, cleaning the shop, because everything takes time. In Italy, they say food takes time, everything takes time. So we have someone baking brownies for us. If they're busy, we actually order from the local bakery number 8.
Yeah.
So trying to work with other businesses, but it's small team, yeah. And it's like a family. So I want everyone to be happy, because it's very important who you work with. You spend your whole day at work. So if people are not happy, they complain about life, you're going to feel like that.
You probably spend more time with your colleagues than you do with your family.
It's
a lot
true,
of
yeah,
times.
it's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, so you want to have a nice atmosphere and want to get on with everybody.
True. And we have next door now, we have one small business. It's Teja Street Food. They make sushi classes. We have one lady, Carmela Sereno. She has written 6-7 books about pasta. She comes all the way from Northampton to Darlington, to teach pasta. She teaches at Harrods in London.
Wow.
She works with lots of famous Italian chefs. So she comes all the way to Darlington, and she loves Darlington. So it's fantastic.
So does she run your pasta classes, or is that?
Yes. I invited her to teach people, because I run pasta classes, but there is always something more, something different. Everyone is different. So she teaches, like, for example, in March, you can actually join.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We have like a lasagna from scratch. It's terrible to make lasagna from scratch. Just don't buy it from us. But she teaches people that, and then I cook after that for people. And then she's gonna teach ravioli. Which is amazing. She always shows something different, and it's great.
Yeah.
My classes are more balanced. I teach and then we eat.
Yeah.
I believe in balance, not work that hard, and then pamper yourself. She teaches like very hard for 2 hours, and then that's why I cook for people, because they deserve.
But if anyone's thinking of a gift for a friend, a family, loved one, like, what a brilliant gift!
Perfect, isn't it?
Something like
Actually, it's quite popular, you know.
Yeah.
It's quite popular.
I enjoy cooking as a hobby, and you and Ashley got me a cookery course for a day. I think it was Swinton Park or something,
Yeah.
and it was really, really fun. I haven't done one since. That was probably about 7 or 8 years ago. But yeah, I'll be signing up to a pasta course.
Well, I haven't bought you your birthday present yet from November, so
I haven't bought you your 18th birthday present yet. I wrote him an IOU for something.
So
I
yeah,
still haven't got it.
all of you, you're coming for
I'll
pasta
tell you what.
session.
How about we do a joint pasta making course?
Good idea.
There we go. We'll get us signed up for March.
There you go,
Yeah.
deal.
we didn't plan that ahead of time either.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. What sort of people do you get on your pasta making courses? Is it sort of big groups? Is it businesses?
No,
for
it's small groups, but we do actually team building for small groups as well. So we have 2 companies booked this month and 2 companies booked next month. It's small groups, really.
Yeah.
Because when you have bigger groups, you don't have the time and you don't pay enough attention. So it's about like people can ask questions, they can make mistakes.
So what, sort of 6 or 7 people? Or?
Up to 10.
Up to 10, okay.
12 maximum, yeah.
Yeah,
but
and is that
small.
done in your shop?
No, it's next door.
Next door? Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's it used to be bereavement center for a long time.
Yeah.
And during the COVID, they moved out, so it's the same landlord. And he asked me if I want to take a look, and I went, of course, yeah. And then I went there. So very strange layout. What can I do there? But then, because it's strange layout and it was COVID, he gave me 6 months free of charge. So I had time to change it, and it looks like someone's house, but actually it's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. So
Fantastic.
yeah, so it's nice there. But we have different people, you know, and lots of people come in from Newcastle, from Stockton, Norton. We had people from Liverpool, from Leeds, which is
Wow.
amazing. Yes, it's great.
That's
because
amazing.
it's great value for money as well.
Yeah.
You cannot actually have this in big city. It's like more expensive, and it's like
Yeah.
we have cook and eat sessions, so it's a great experience.
Yeah.
If you don't want to make pasta, you just can pretend you make pasta and then have your dinner. I'm joking, everyone. Do you know, actually, 95% of people attending the classes make pasta after that, which is
Really?
amazing, yeah? And they
Yeah.
come for another one. They send me pictures of their pasta, which is fantastic, because it's easy, but you need to see how to make it first time.
Yeah,
So it's just the know-how.
absolutely.
I suppose as well, it's sort of changing the mentality around food preparation and mealtime rather than it being quick, chuck something in the oven and
Yes.
eat as quickly as you can.
Yes, because
It's
food is
enjoy-
important, isn't it? It gives you
Yeah,
energy, it
it's-
makes you happy.
Yeah.
Do you know, because I mentioned I travel a lot, so I always watch people. I always try to stay for a little bit wherever I am and to experience the lifestyle there. And there is something that we don't have here, is the culture of like eating and connecting to people. So we just eat and leave.
Yeah.
And in Italy, for example, that's like they dress up, they go out, they have their aperitivo, which is a drink with free food, my favorite dinner. But they just as well spend time together to talk. Same in Bulgaria, we have this culture. So we sit on a table, we share, and we just don't drink, we just communicate and talk. And that's very important for your mental health as well.
Yeah.
And for your physical health, because you eat slowly, you enjoy the food, and you connect with your family and friends.
Yeah, rather than rushing and thinking of the next thing.
And what did I
Yeah.
eat? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And be in the moment and enjoy the moment.
It's very important, yes.
Yeah.
I imagine it being really relaxing. I've never made pasta before. I've made bread
It's not
before
only about
and-
pasta as well.
But just anything, I suppose.
Yeah, yes. I'm talking about the culture, just to pay attention at what you eat
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how you eat it.
Yeah.
Because it gives you energy and makes you happy. That's what I'm saying. And it affects your mental health, physical health. You feel better in general.
Yeah.
You touched on COVID briefly. How did that have an impact on your business? Has it changed your business completely, or was it just basically a time that was very, very difficult and you struggled to get through it, or how did it impact you?
It was a new business. So to be honest, we started like just a year and a half before that. So it wasn't that bad because we are takeaway. So we were able to open, and it was actually good for us.
Okay.
Yeah, because it helped us to build the business, just to grow it a little bit.
Yeah, and people couldn't go out and sit and eat
so
in
for
restaurants.
for us, it wasn't that bad. No pasta sessions, but otherwise we started like growing up the business slightly, and that's how I decided we don't do deliveries.
Yeah.
Because initially we were like on one of these delivery platforms,
Yeah.
and I decided when it's too much, it affects the team, and we are not able to serve people properly.
Yeah.
So just do one thing, do it properly. So that's why we don't deliver. We don't want to overbook ourselves and to stress the staff and to stress the customers. So sorry about that, but we prefer to serve you properly than just to sell more and then to stress everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds crazy, I know.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, true. That's true. Yeah,
That makes sense.
That makes complete sense.
And do you cater for events as well?
we do. Yes,
Yeah.
we cater sometimes for small events. So if offices want to order some food, we have trays of pasta, which is quite nice.
You sort of like antipasti things as well?
No, it's like people like to order trays of pasta, so we cook it, but it's not like single portions. It's like big trays.
Yeah.
And we have like pasta salads. We have like pizza, which is quite nice, lighter version of pizza. It's a pizza that comes from Rome.
Okay.
So different things like that. We do. Yeah.
Excellent.
Fantastic. And what's the most? Tell us a few favourites, customer favourites.
I'll tell you straight away. I already mentioned the Darlington carbonara is the most popular.
Is it really?
Chicken, bacon in creamy sauce. And we serve it with the cheese that you like, something that will never happen in Italy.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my colleagues when I went last time in Liguria. I was the only foreigner. Everyone was Italian. And I said, guys, I'll shock you. We serve our pasta with grated cheddar. Mamma mia! I said, Mamma mia, what? I live in UK, people love cheddar. So if they're happy having pasta with cheddar, I'll serve it with cheddar because I want them to be happy. Mamma mia! It's like, and something else in Italy, they don't eat chicken, which is a huge thing in UK. But it's like they say that they eat chicken only when they're ill.
Really?
Yeah, it's soup.
Yeah.
But here, people love chicken.
Yeah.
Something else. In Italy, if you go for fresh pasta, the portion is completely different.
Yeah.
So we work with Italian consultant on our meal. in our menu, and we increased the portion, like the raw pasta and the sauce. But when we opened the shop, everyone started asking about extra sauce. So we nearly doubled the amount of the sauce. It makes sense because it's different climate, it's different country. So here it's cold.
Yeah.
So people love some piping hot food. If you don't serve piping hot food, that's bad food. Doesn't matter how it tastes, that's something that you need to bear in mind. You don't serve pasta in Italy, you serve pasta in Darlington, even not London. So people want piping hot food, extra sauce, that's why increase the portion, increase the sauce, and now we have the Darlington carbonara, which is chicken and bacon in creamy sauce, which is our creamy sauce. Lots of sauce, and they sometimes ask for lots of chicken, so that's it. Otherwise, the carbonara is with fresh eggs. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I serve it the way they actually cook it in Rome, nobody will come back.
Yep.
And no mayonnaise anywhere in the shop.
I might buy some if you ask me, so, just to keep it in case you come. No mayonnaise. You can have it at home. The point is to have something that you cannot have at home.
Yeah.
So as I said, we make our sauces freshly, and it's like I hate cooking bechamel. It's terrible, and we don't make small amount. We need to make more. So try to make bechamel like 10 liters, 5 liters at home, and then give me a ring.
I hate making bechamel. I don't
terrible.
have the patience for it. I burn it, then it goes to lumpy, and then I pour too much milk in, and then my wife takes over. And
there you go. Do you know how much does it actually take to make just simple lasagna from scratch? That means to make the fresh dough, to make bechamel, to cook properly bolognese, which takes 4 hours to prep and cook it, then to assemble the lasagna, then to cook it, then to cool it down, to portion it, put it in boxes and label it. 6 hours.
6 hours.
If you do it yourself, but because we're a team, one is making the bolognese, one is making the bechamel, one is making the pasta, so it's but it's 6 hours,
Yeah.
I don't make lasagna at home. So it's like, and as well, our portions are bigger. So for example, if I take lasagna from my shop, that's 2 meals for me.
Yeah.
Bargain.
Where do you get your ingredients from, Veronika?
Italian companies and local companies. So, for example, our meat comes from the butcher in Cockerton, Alderson Butcher.
Yeah.
So they're great. So they have, because Bolognese is about meat. So guys, if you go to a restaurant and they serve you Bolognese with garlic and herbs, that means it's bad quality meat, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
In Bologna, where this one comes from, they don't use these ingredients. It's about good quality meat.
Yeah.
If you use garlic, that means you cheat.
Yeah.
You cheat. So no garlic. There is onions, but no garlic and no herbs.
Yep.
And it's like not everyone's favorite, by the way, because it's meat. But we use good quality meat from Alderson's Butcher.
Yep.
It's the best one. They have fantastic sausages as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Absolutely.
What about sort of gluten-free options with pasta?
We have,
Is that a possibility?
It is. I wouldn't recommend if someone has an allergy, because we work with gluten, but people don't know the gluten-free products are very high in sugars.
Yeah.
So, and they taste awful. So they can find alternative option, like we do buckwheat pasta, because it's beneficial and it's naturally gluten-free.
Yeah.
So you can find on the market rice pasta, we have this one, red lentil pasta, pea pasta, all these pastas, they're naturally gluten-free and they're better for you. Not that they taste great, but still better than the normal gluten-free pasta. So
Excellent.
Yeah. What was the first pasta?
buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
Buckwheat,
Yeah, fab. And you've touched on sort of your clients' favourites food. You've touched on the one that you hate making yourself. What's your favourite? What's your absolute favourite?
My absolute favorite is fresh pasta. So if I have to talk about pasta, I can talk about fresh pasta a lot. So the fresh pasta that we make is different from the fresh pasta that you're gonna buy from the shop.
Yeah.
All pasta is fresh, but then if you want to increase the shelf life, you need to decrease the liquid in the pasta. So when we make it, it's like 96% of liquid still in the pasta. Mm-hmm. When you buy it from the shop, this one is pasteurized.
Yeah.
And they have decreased the liquids to 92%, so you can keep it in your fridge for 3 weeks. That's changed the texture of the pasta. The dry one is actually fresh pasta that's been dried, and the liquid is about 60%. There's still liquid, and you can keep it 3 years. The instant noodles, they have 1% of liquid forever.
Yeah.
So my favorite one is fresh pasta,
Yep.
boiled and then cooked with butter a little bit of sparkling water or pasta water,
Okay.
seasoned, and grated cheese, grated Italian cheese. This is like Alforno sauce.
Yeah.
But here in UK, Alforno sauce is like cream and mushroom or whatever. In Italy, it's like just butter and pecorino, for example.
Yep.
So you can just amazing. It's so light and so nice, and you can actually taste the fresh part. It's amazing, honestly. So this is my favorite meal.
I'm
It's
feeling
like
quite hungry now.
it's just simple. It's just simple,
Yeah.
but it's like tastes so fresh and it's easy
Yeah,
and it's cheap.
yeah.
Win-win situation.
Perfect.
And you can add chicken if you want.
Chicken, yeah.
We're in Darlington, so.
Absolutely, Darlington's favourite. Well, listen, I've got half an hour on the clock, and we've been talking for about half an hour. Believe it or not, time is flying. Have you any final questions at all?
What does the future hold for the pasta shop? Have you got any sort of big plans or any events coming up, or what would you say to anyone thinking of popping in to try you out?
The future is the same, actually. You know how many times I was offered like investments and to open another shop, or like it happens all the time. Or when you're going to open a restaurant, I'm not going to open anything else because, as I said, it's about one thing: do it properly.
Yep.
So life is too short,
Yep.
and that's why we just try to offer different meals on our special boards. And as I said, next door classes. Team building events. We work now with small companies and like we do catering. Do you know what people don't know? That we do offer our meals to cook at home, which is very easy. It's cheaper and it's like homemade.
Yeah.
And I said everything takes time, so you don't need to wash up. So that's very, very convenient thing. So we do this now. Just focus on what we already have instead of like expanding.
More of the same.
It's not about being a chain, you know. It's like being good at one thing and being really good.
Fantastic.
It sounds like you've got it absolutely perfect. Yeah,
I wish.
absolutely perfect. And thank you very much indeed for coming on today. Before you came on, I asked the listeners a question. It's to do with property, so I'm going to ask you, just because you're from Darlington. Let's just go back to the question.
It's a multiple choice question, so it's not too much pressure.
Absolutely. So, how many properties in the DL1, 2 and 3 postcodes, excluding new builds, have hit the property market so far in 2024? So, the date today is the 14th of February, so since the 1st of January. Is it 228, 298 or 317? What are you going for, Veronika?
317.
317 is the correct answer. Well done. Our guests last week as well, or the couple of weeks ago, got
nailed
it right as well.
We might have to get some trickier ones.
I might have to just give more options.
Yeah.
27 different options. So no, that ends today's podcast. And as I say, thank you very much indeed for being our only second guest on our fourth ever podcast. And we will continue to support the town as you are. Yes, thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.